Tonight, a new report says Baltimore's vacant crisis is costing taxpayers hundreds of millions of dollars each year. But city leaders are split over how to handle it.
Mackenzie Frost has a look at the burden on taxpayers and concerns about fixing the problem.
It doesn't take very long if you're driving through Baltimore to see scenes like this. Dilapidated and vacant properties almost in every single community across the city. This new report from Johns Hopkins University estimates that these are costing the city $200 million each and every year. And now the big question is, how will the city fix it? Baltimore full of blighted blocks, vacant properties, some standing as shells of former homes. An estimated 15,000 properties are left to rot, and about 8% of them are owned by the city of Baltimore. This new report from the 21st Century Cities Initiative from Johns Hopkins University estimates the blight brings a price tag of about $200 million to city taxpayers every year. From lost tax revenue to the expense of keeping up these properties to the city, the report writing, quote, even recognizing 2/3 of these lost revenues would be a significant boost to the city's budget and enable funding of more reinvestment.
It really limits the potential of the city as a whole.
Mac McComas, senior program manager, says everyone in the city, whether they live near a vacant or not, is impacted by the blight.
Even if there is not a high rate of vacancy in the neighborhood that you live in, your tax dollars are going to addressing this problem.
There have been several attempts at fixing the crumbling structures, including Council President Nick Mosby's revival of the Dollar Home Program.
Industry practices.
But the city's housing department says that's too expensive.
City does not presently have the financial capacity to implement the program.
Even with Mosby not having a clear price tag. His plan, the center of controversy in April, when Mosby brought in Bruce Marks, leader of a national group called NACA. Marks spearheading this.
I just did.
Minister Marks, we will keep...
You're not from here, sir. You're not from here. You don't even know.
Mr.
You
Marks,
don't even
please.
know.
And sparking tense back and forth between council members.
That's an outrageous claim. That's an
Councilman Cohen, we've gone over that. I think I did a good job of controlling the chamber to go back and forth.
I feel on behalf of my colleague and my mayor that I'm going to need to express my concern about it.
Mr. President, I did that. Now, do you have a question?
Yeah, I do.
Marks taking aim at Councilwoman Odette Ramos. Mosby's bill stalling in City Hall. Fast forward to this week, NACA announcing a convention coming to Charm City. Ramos warning Baltimoreans not to use the housing counseling company.
Why would also anybody want to do business with an organization that tried to incite a riot in City Hall? Why? Whenever I see something that's going to hurt Baltimore, I always call it out. That's what I've always done.
Marks firing back.
So she hasn't done her homework. She's making accusations which are unfounded because she takes it personally. She's so thin-skinned.
But the saga not over. NACA sending Ramos this cease and desist letter, telling her to stop talking poorly about the group. And a new statement, Ramos says she stands by her buyer beware notice, adding, quote, I will not be silenced. While the city leaders debate housing groups, Baltimore's blight brings the issue home for people living in or near these dilapidated structures. The Hopkins report only noting the price tag for certain things.
Really, we think that the impact is much broader than the $200 million figure. There's a lot of research showing the relationship between vacant properties, vacant lots, and increased crime rate.
And Baltimoreans already paying the ultimate price for a city facing a crime crisis. Earlier this year, Mayor Brandon Scott announced the city would be dedicating $100 million of federal COVID relief to looking at these vacant structures and dealing with the situation. The housing department says it could cost anywhere between $40,000 and $80,000 to stabilize just one vacant property. In Baltimore, Mackenzie Frost, Fox 45 News.